Welcome back to another vlog from Bragg Deal. My name is Dan Bragg, and today we're gonna cover 5 different reasons as to why people come to your site but never pull the trigger. I just got back from a meeting where the client was asking me a few questions that I've been getting quite a few times in the past already, and I just wanted to make sure to make a video about this to help answer all those questions. The question I've been getting a lot is, I have a website set up, I have the traffic coming in, users coming in, I have lots of products set up, yet nobody's pulling the trigger, nobody's making the purchase of that item, and I want to figure out why. So my answer to that is really simple. There's 5 different areas you have to focus on. Number 1 is the overall look of the site. If you've had a website set up really quickly thrown together, or you haven't really thrown too much attention into the design aspect, then of course when people land on the site, they will feel the same way as you do about it. They will know that maybe they don't trust it as well, maybe they just don't see the necessity to spend a lot of money on it. Whatever the case is, the branding of it is important. It's huge for the look of the business. Now the second point usually is, do you have lots of reviews for your items? So when people go on usually to buy an item, before they make any decision, they research a little bit about it. And that's how most of the online business works right now. So if your item has a lot of reviews, in this case now you're kind of helping them make their decision. Overall, the whole idea of sales is to help a certain person make a decision. So when they land on your site, if they already went through the design, in their mind subconsciously they're happy with it. When they go to the product and they read about the product, help them make a decision by having that reviews area is very visible. They see the stars amounts, hopefully it's 5 out of 5, and that way they'll make it easier for themselves to make that purchase. Now the number 3 that I think is really important is called scarcity. So when you have an item just laying there, 20 bucks for example, and nobody's been buying it for the past month, the reason for that is because you have no reason for them to want to buy it right now. Maybe they can buy it next week, maybe they can buy it next month, or maybe they don't even need it at all. But imagine if instead you had a big button that says buy now, you have 3 minutes left to get it at this price. After that, it's gonna jump by 10%, 15%, whatever the case is. In this case, now you're adding the kind of sense of urgency, you're adding a pressure for them to make a decision right now, and hoping maybe for an impulse buy at the same time. Now you're not necessarily tricking anyone, you're just telling them this is the price right now, and this is what it's gonna be after. If they wanna come back after and pay more, that's up to them. But what you're actually doing is you're making them make a decision because they already looked at the item, they looked at the reviews, they looked at your overall site, they knew what they're there for. They came to your site from the very start because they needed something. So if they leave without that something, that means the website did not serve its purpose, or the website did not a good enough job to serving that purpose. Now, it doesn't mean that necessarily it's always the website design that's at fault. The website design can be amazing, but it leads me to number 4. If your products are not looking good enough, if there's no thought behind the way you display the products, then of course, just like the website design at the beginning, that's the second part, having the products set up in a nice manner. So if you have a nice clean background to them, if you have maybe a nice reflection to the product, clean, sharp, obvious image of what it is, making it super easy to understand what is that the user is buying, then of course that'll make it, let alone it'll make it feel more luxurious, but it'll also make it feel more safe and secure to buy that item. Number 5 on the list is having a secure URL with a big SSL certificate. I talked about it in the last video. I'm gonna link in the description below again, so you can take a look at that as well. But an SSL, essentially what it is making sure that your users know that when they land on your site, they know it's secure, they know that they can process transactions, they can put their Visa on there, and that definitely adds subconsciously a layer of safety for them to make any purchases on your site. So those are 5 points that I think are really important overall to make sure you cover. Now you can go above and beyond if you want, like for example, there's ways to show the last person that purchased how long ago, so every maybe 5-10 minutes a pop-up will show up that somebody bought something, and that definitely adds a sense of, hey, everyone else is buying, you should buy that too. Of course, there's upselling methods. So when somebody adds something to cart and they check out, are you showing them upsells? Like, are you showing them maybe who are interested in this as well? Email lists, right? If you're not taking advantage of email lists, if you're not getting those emails and sending them newsletters regularly to make sure that they might want to see a new sale or might want to see a new product, then you're losing out on that area. There's many other methods, but the 5 methods that I covered in this video will just get you to the point where when people land on your site, at least they're making that decision to purchase. What you can do outside of that is social media marketing, you can do email marketing like we talked about, and many other methods, but start with those 5, get them down 100%, make sure that the website is doing its job, and then we'll focus on everything else that's outside to get the sales bigger and bigger. I hope you liked the video. I hope this was helpful. If you did, like and share. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I will be releasing weekly videos every single Monday. I want to make sure this is helping you, so comment below how and what you've been doing so far to advertise your business. And until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next video.